Happy Tuesday! My name is Alan.
My name is Nick.
And welcome
Into the dungeon.
We will kill this damned dragon and avenge them. I know abandoning the anchorites must have been hard for you, and I thank you for your alliance if I hadn't done so already. Gladly, time has showed you are in the right when joining us, as we quelled the threat of the anchorites. Or at least most of them. And in a few days, time will show that you were right again in allying with us when we defeat the dragon and return the orcs to their rightful place atop the throne of the Icespire Peak.
You're sure sounding mighty confident, Shrew.
Yes, well, I've been thinking. There is no point in worrying anymore. We know what we have to do. It's just a matter of time before we get there. So, it's best to go confident than to go questioning ourselves.
We must be careful not to rush in like fools.
No.
We need a plan.
Don't worry, Fabian. When have I failed you with plans?
Oh, well, is that a rhetorical question?
Well, look at the time. Yes, it's quite late, I think. Perhaps we should tucker in, we should rest. 'Cause we're going to have a few difficult days ahead of us. Yes, if we were camping outside, the night pigeon would have passed us already.
I was just about to say, I'm surprised you haven't mentioned a bath pigeon.
No, don't be ridiculous, Fabian. Are you mocking me?
Wouldn't that be a duck?
Yes. Exactly. Pigeons in baths. Preposterous.
I'm a bit lost in all this talk about pigeons.
You haven't seen a night pigeon before in your adventures, looking for the tomb of your king thing.
Drakthrum?
Drakthrum? You never seen a night pigeon? Well...
Don't you mean bats?
No. Bat, no. Night pigeons. Anyway, don't worry about it. I'm sure you're young enough. You'll find some in your... adventures in future, I'm sure, yes.
Perhaps you could turn into a night pigeon to show us.
Not now, I don't want to waste my wild shapes in tomfoolery, no. It won't do. I know we're going to rest right now, but leave it for another day. It's fine. And anyway, it's much better when you see it in the wild, yes.
I look forward to seeing one.
As you should. Anyway, look at the time, as I said, I think I'm going to get to bed.
Aye, that sounds like a good plan. Feeling all loosey-goosey after a good bath. At this point now, all of Shrew's Shrubberies, including the dwarves, have had their baths.
Yes, feeling relaxed and refreshed. As Shrew said, I'm gonna go back. Well, this is my room, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's our room. Everyone's sleeping here?
That's correct.
Okay, how's that gonna work?
Nice and cozy.
Nice and cozy. Is there a one bed only?
There's like space for your bedrolls. That's how you spent the last night there.
Okay. Anyway, don't mind me. I'm going to go to bed. Who has the helmet? The one we found?
Fabian.
Fabian, are you using the helmet? The one we found in Axholm.
It's over there with my equipment.
Oh, I was thinking maybe to wear it as a night thingy, so to stop the light coming in through your eyelids and disturbing you.
I'm not sure that's a good problem here. We're inside the mountain.
Yes, but these torches, they shine bright.
Knock yourself out.
And I grab the helmet and slip it on, tuck myself in, and fall right asleep.
I'll say that by now, you've spent enough time, or rather Fabian spent enough time, with those gauntlets you found.
Ooh.
And I can reveal that those are gauntlets of ogre power.
Ooh, yes.
Do you want to read out the card for our listeners?
Yes, I will. Your strength score is 19. That means it's a +5, right? To the modifier, or +4?
That will be a +4.
So while you wear the gauntlets, you'll get a +4 to your modifier on strength. They have no effect on you if your strength is 19 or higher without them. But what's Fabian's strength?
Fabian's strength, incidentally, is +4.
Oh, really? So he has no use for them. What about Murkub?
Murkub also has a +4.
Alright. Didn't Power Shrew coming your way? Yeah, Power Shrew's coming your way.
It's gonna be buff.
Buff Shrew. Alright. So no one else really needs it, right? I mean, Fenna
has +0.
and Caspus isn't gonna need it.
Now, when Caspus is in his Super Saiyan mode, he's a +4 as well.
Well, it's settled. Did I have those gauntlets already, or who found out what they do?
Fabian, because you give them to him.
Okay, so...
Now, seeing as you're wearing that helmet, too bad. Perhaps you want to wear these gloves as well, Shrew.
Well, I told you I was going to sleep. I take my helmet off. What gloves? What? Oh, yes, the ones we found. What do they do? Have you found out?
Yes, I'll give you big muscles, Shrew.
What? Big muscles?
Yeah, he'll give you the strength of an ogre.
Oh, yes, I like that. I could lift. I don't know. I could lift Murkub up.
I'd like to see you try, mate.
Well, give me the gauntlets right here. I'll lift you up in a jiffy. Ogre strength, yes. This is what I needed to kill the dragon. Does Fabian give me the gauntlets?
Yes, he does.
I put them on. Well, come over here, Murkub.
As you place your hands into the gauntlets, to the amusement of Shrew's Shrubberies, your halfling form starts to inflate like a balloon at a halfling birthday party.
What?
You feel your clothes starting to strain at the seams as your once modest stature turns into a muscle-bound marvel.
But do I look like Shrew, or what do I look like?
You're buff, Shrew.
Well, yes. I start bouncing my pecs, and yes.
Roll me d20.
I could get used to this, yes. Okay, starting strong, 3.
As you start bouncing your pecs, your shirt just bursts open at the seams, exposing your bouncing pecs to the glory of Shrew's Shrubberies.
Yes, I start flexing. Ooh, look at me. You know, like those contestants, like the strongman contestant thing. Not strongman, the bodybuilders that doing all those kind of flexes.
What a shame Sister Gorell isn't here, Shrew.
Well. Come here, Murkub.
You might have big muscles, mate, but you're still a teeny little halfling.
Now. Come here, I'll show you the strength of the mighty Buff Shrew. I try and pick him up.
So you can lift 15 times your strength score, which at present is 19, which means you can carry or lift up to 285 pounds. You strain a bit as you try to lift Murkub. You can hear him sort of giggling as you're trying to grapple him and lift him up. Careful you put those hands, mate. Go!
Here I go.
And by a measly 5 pounds, you're able to lift him above your head.
Look at that, Murkub. Look at that. Where shall I throw you? Oh, yes, the powerful Buff Shrew is here to stay. Come on, which way do you want to go?
How about in my bed, mate?
All right. 1, 2...
Oh, don't throw it.
Yes, 3. And I throw him to his bedroom.
He lands with a thud and erupts in laughter.
Whoa, yes. The dragon has met his match. Buff Shrew. Ooh, I'm going to be the savior of Normangard, the savior of Phandeling, and the savior of Lylong. No, the savior of the Sword Coast. Nay, Faerun.
Be careful, you might not be able to get your head back in that helmet, Shrew.
What do you mean? Has my head grown as well?
Never mind.
Let me see. Can I wear the helmet?
Yeah.
It's fine. My head is the same size and no muscle has grown around it, so... Anyway, good night.
So on that note, Shrew and his Shrubberies go to bed for a well-deserved rest after the exploits at Axholm and that sleigh ride back to Normangard. So 9 passes without any incident. Shouldn't be a surprise, given that you're esteemed guests in Normangard. You start to wake up feeling more powerful. It's not just the gloves.
Okay, I was going to say.
Congratulations on leveling up.
All right. One thing after the other.
Just to confirm for our listeners, that means Shrew is now level 9.
Oh yeah, the dragon doesn't stand a chance now. Level 9, 4 strength.
Still got a couple of balls on your neck. Actually, I think Dazzlin has your necklace still.
Yeah, well, I think I got it back, right? At some point, I would have got it back.
Yeah, we'll say you have.
Yeah, I wouldn't,
Especially after hearing their backstory and knowing how clumsy they can be.
Yeah. I probably took it off them before that, though, because I already know them.
So yeah, you are now level 9. Fabian and Fenner now level 8. Murkub is now level 4.
Ooh, puny Murkub.
It might be puny, but it's still got +4 strength.
Yeah, he's strong. Strong like me. Strong like Shrew.
So you want to roll for your health?
Yeah. I like rolling, as you may know. Normally roll poorly, but
You're feeling the power today.
Yeah. I like to leave it to fate to decide how strong my characters are. That's a 5, so it would be 7 total with my constitution. Not too bad.
Not too shabby. Is there anything else you get as a level 9 druid now?
Yeah, I get a 5-level spell slot.
Ooh,
Yes.
Level
I think I
5.
get an extra 3rd level and an extra 4th level, I believe. I'm not too sure. But there's some curious spells for a level 5 spell slot. I haven't chosen which one yet. So perhaps after this session I'll decide before we set off into the wilds again and into our adventure. But there's quite a few interesting ones. One is called Reincarnate. Yeah, you can bring someone that's been dead for at least 10 days. Sorry, no more than 10 days. And you bring it back, you bring the person back, or you bring its soul back to another body. You can even do this if you just find a limb or something.
or a head.
Or head, yeah, like Don John. The thing is, it costs 1,000 GP worth of oils and some other stuff.
Does not come cheap.
No, but I mean, you're reviving someone, so it shouldn't.
And what was the time frame on that you said?
10 days.
Oh, too late for Don John.
Fortunately so, yeah, and also Murkub's friend, the female orc. Unfortunate. Maybe not for Cool, though.
Yeah, Cool probably hasn't been 10 days since he died, but you haven't got any piece of him. And by the time you get there and find what's left of him, definitely going to be more than 10 days.
Not necessarily,
What do you mean?
because there's another spell, level 5, that I could use called Tree Stride. You gain the ability to enter a tree and move from inside it to inside another tree of the same kind within 500 feet. Okay, 500 feet.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I thought it was like you could do it up to wherever.
that's not going to get you very far. Yeah, you were thinking like Critical Role, yeah, where
Yeah, that's,
Caliph sort of goes in one tree and out in another.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But I think it was called Tree Stride, unless it's like a tree travel. I don't know. I thought it was that spell.
Time Tree,
Time Tree.
like the app we use. Not sponsored, by the way.
Yet.
Anything else that's tickling your fancy there?
Well, there's one called Summon Draconic Spirit. I'll have you know. Yes. Yes, so you can summon a dragon spirit and it fights for you, basically. You can choose what type of dragon it is. Chromatic, metallic, gem. Apparently there's gem dragons. I didn't know about that.
Oh, I didn't either. That's something from Fizzband's Treasury?
It's just listed here in an app which I shall not mention the name of. D&D Beyond. With all the purchased books to go with it.
Not sponsored either.
No.
Yet.
FTD, what is that?
Fizzband's Treasury of Dragons.
Oh, so yeah, it's probably from there then. And
I
that
can't,
costs
I can't help, sorry, but I can't help now in my head. Because you said Gem Dragon?
Yeah.
I've got like, you remember that thing, it's Krakatoa, like giant crab from Moana?
Yeah. One of those.
Yeah. Gotta be shining.
That'd be cool. And to cast that spell, you need an object with the image of a dragon engraved on it.
Ooh.
Worth at least 500 GP. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's expensive.
we'll see. Maybe on our way up we find that. An
Perhaps
image of a
there's
dragon.
something of a dragon in those ruins.
Yeah. And there's other things like commune with nature, anti-life, awaken, greater restoration, very useful. Mass cure wounds, very useful indeed. But, I'm not going to bore with every description, so let's continue. I can change at every sleep I do, so it's not a big deal. But I'll decide what I'm going with when we leave Nomengard, at least when I have a bit more time in private.
Very well. Your shrubberies, as I said before, have also leveled up. I took the liberty of rolling for them when I designed this cute little sheet. I'm going to plug in Buy Me a Coffee here. We'll post it on there for you lovely people. And you'll be pleased to know that all 3 of them rolled max on their dice.
That's very typical of you.
Yeah, but you see, it happens when I roll for you as well.
Yeah, thank you.
So we've got Fabian now with a HP of 55, a max. He hasn't got anything extra saucy.
Nope.
Murkob now has 3 rages,
Nice.
and he's got 49 HP.
Oh, actually, I didn't say. I have 75 HP.
75, you've got more HP than the 2 tanks.
Yep. No, sorry, 72. 72.
Still more HP than the 2 tanks. Buff Shrew.
But Shrew, here to stay. Here to save the day.
And then we've got Fenna. Good old Fenna now has HP of 43,
Nice.
and she's got some new spells. She's currently got 4 level 1s, 3 level 2s, 3 level 3s, or 1 level 4. And obviously, as you know, she's got her potent cantrips, which means she can add her spellcasting modifier to the damage, which she's had for a while. She's also got that Blessed Healer perk, which we sometimes forget to use. But she's also got now the Disciple of Life, which means that whenever she uses a spell of first level or higher to restore hit points to a creature, that creature gains an additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level.
Nice. That's going to be useful.
And just as a reminder of her total spells, some of these are new, but she's got Guidance, Sacred Flame, Light, those are her cantrips, and then at first level she's got Cure Wounds, your old favourite, Guiding Bolt, Shield of Faith, Healing Word, so you've got some ranged healing now, Prayer of Healing, you've had that as a scroll before, but now you've got it as a spell, and she also has Revivify.
Ooh.
So not too shabby on this level.
Yeah. MVP Fenna.
And Shrew's opening his eyes and looking around as well. You notice that Fenna's cuddled up with Caspus, except he's now back to being cute and cuddly Caspus. He's no longer buff Caspus.
Oh, really? So he lost his powers.
Seems to have transformed back to his OG form.
So he can do that on command.
We don't know yet, do we? Well, I know, but you don't.
Interesting.
You also notice that Dazzler and Norbus are spooning.
The story of old past memories and histories has kind of ignited the flame.
Perhaps.
Yes, because we've never seen them spooning.
No.
Never seen them show affection for each other. I'd smile towards them, nod, and head off to bed. I'm tired. I'm buff, but this body needs some sleep.
Oh, more sleep, Shrew. Surely we should get prepared.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot we had slept just now. No, so I look at them and smile, nod my head, but say nothing. Well, yeah, 40 was a dream, but no. Buff Shrew is here to stay. Whether you like it or not.
I suppose. That's as long as you're wearing those gloves.
Yes, well, I won't take them off. Anyway, should we inquire as to see if our ballista is ready?
I don't think it's going to be ready, Shrew.
What do you mean? She said 2 days. It's been 2 days.
No, it's been 1.
Well, yesterday was 1. Today is 2. It's been 2 days.
I suppose we could go check. Wouldn't do any harm.
Where is she, do you think?
I think we walked past her workshop, didn't we, to get in here? Where she had that contraption set up last time that almost shot us.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Yes, let's go and pay her a visit. Let's see if she's made any progress. We head in the direction of her workshop.
Alrighty. Are you all going?
Well, I'm going. I don't know if the others would want to follow me, but I am going myself.
Right, as long as the kitchen's on the way. My stomach's been rumbling all night.
Oh, yes, we should eat something, but we'll pay a quick visit to her and then go on to the kitchen. Yes, good idea. Although I don't think you've been to Nomengard before, have you? You only get mushrooms here.
Right, mushrooms.
Yeah, so I hope you like them.
Could be worse. So Shrubberies head off. On the way, Fabian again pulls up alongside Shrew. Shrew, perhaps we should use today to find some more information of use. Still a bit concerned that we're just going to go up the mountain and face off the dragon, especially now with your buff stature. You need a plan.
Well, my plan is to slay the dragon. Look at me now, Fabian. He stands no chance.
I fear we're all going to get slain at this rate. I've never fought a dragon. Murkob's run from it twice. I sure as hell hope that Norvus aren't joining us up the mountain.
No, of course not. I wouldn't allow it, no.
He seems to be
For their
quite
sake.
clumsy.
Yes, but also for their sake. I don't want them to die because of me. No. Yes, I think you're right, Fabian. We need more information. I know we found information about dragons, but maybe we need more concise information. More information about this dragon, or perhaps about its lair. To see what... I mean, we could ask Murgub, of course, but...
His story didn't offer much.
No. Yes, any more information we can get, it would be useful. You are right, Fabian. Let's have something to eat after we check on our friend, and then let's go to the library.
Sounds like a plan. So before you know it, you're outside Factoria's workshop. You see that she's tinkering around, working on the ballista.
As I walk in, I kind of pull on my shirt a bit more to rip it up just a bit more, just to make it apparent that I am now buffed.
Well, is my ballista ready, Factore?
Oh, Shrew! Oh, welcome back to my glorious workshop. The ballista's not quite ready yet. I just gotta tighten here, tighten there, do some more calculations, make sure that everything is hunky-dory and perfect. Oh, what happened to your shirt?
Well, I've been training lately, and yes, and also in Axum we had to fight these monsters and undead, and believe it or not, that kind of, you work up a sweat with those things, and a workout, and now look at me now.
And I start bouncing my pecs again.
I am buff, Shrew. El quiso más hablar.
Well, that must have been quite a workout. But I'm afraid this is not going to be ready for... I said 2 days. It hasn't really been 2 days yet, and...
It is the second day. I was just checking if progress had hit a standstill, or if you're making good time.
We're making good time.
Good.
I think for the end of today, perhaps.
Oh.
Tomorrow morning. It should be operational.
Great news. Okay, looking forward to seeing it working in tip-top order. Carry on. If you don't mind, we are going to go to the kitchens and fetch something to eat. We are famished.
Alrighty then. Well, I will send for you as soon as this is ready.
Very well. Good day.
She's ignoring you now. She's very engrossed in her work.
I turn around and we head to the kitchens, grab some food. There's not much we're gonna do there, just grab some mushroom loaves and whatnot, and make our way to the library.
Okay. So yeah, with your bellies now filled with a mushroom breakfast and some mushroom bread, washed down with some mushroom squash. I don't know if that's a thing that our listeners across the pond will know what it is. Cordial, I guess, is the other word for it.
Yes, like juice, but from concentrate, right?
Yeah, you got to mix it yourself with some water.
Yeah.
So yeah, some of that. And you make your way over to Vorpip's library. Vorpip the Boar, as I believe the kings refer to him as.
Not the B-O-A-R, the B-O-R-E. Don't make the same mistake Shrew made.
So yeah, you're now at the entrance to the library, and you see Vorpip sat there, engrossed in a book.
Oh, Vorbip, nice to see you again. Are you keeping well?
Oh, hello, Shrew. Let me clean my glasses.
Yes. Do clean them.
Rather big.
Oh, yes. Rather big.
Those are some magnificent gloves you wear.
Yes, they are. Magnificent indeed. They match my owl goggles, I'd say.
Quite the sight.
Look at my cape. Look at my chains. How they fall lazily over my chiseled pecs.
Gonna fall off Icespire Peak at this rate.
What? My chains?
Well, you get thrown off it by the dragon with your tomfoolery.
Now, Fabian. Don't sour the mood. It's a great day to be alive. We are here to grow our brains, similar to how I grew my body. We are going to grow our brains with knowledge.
Oh, yes. Knowledge is power.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And so are magnificent pecs. Those are power too. Look at these.
And I start bouncing them again.
Power pecs, I call them.
Well, I can't really help you much with power picks.
Don't worry, I didn't expect you.
But there's plenty of knowledge within these books.
Good. We have come here.
Did you bring back your library card?
My library card, I must have left it in my other pants. Hold on.
I start searching frantically for it.
Yeah, you've got it.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Of course. Here they are.
Oh, if not, there'd be a fee to pay.
But really? How much? Out of curiosity, of course, I'd never lose this card. I was kidding, I don't have other pants, these are my only pants.
I'm just ruffling your feathers.
Oh, I don't have feathers, but yes, I understand. Anyway. Anyway, we know the place already. If you don't mind, we're going to peruse. We're interested in draconic lore, yes, and maybe some lore about the Icespire Peak, the fortress up there, yes, where my friend here, Murkup, likes to read about.
Well, I'm sure there's something there on the lore of Icespire Hold.
Yes, well, let us to it. We'll find it. Okay, let's split up, and Murkup, Fabian, and I shall look for draconic stuff, and Fenna, Norbus Dazzling, can look for Icespire Hold stuff.
Why are we looking for dragonic stuff again? Didn't we find Dominic Dingledick's Dragons of the Sword Coast?
Yes, but maybe there's a follow-up chapter to that one. Dominic Dingledick's White Dragons or something like that, more precise. I'm looking for precision here.
But we read an entire chapter on ice dragons.
Yes, but not this ice dragon.
Oh, okay, I get you.
But maybe if we find information about the Icespire Hold, if he visited recently, well, I don't think he would have printed the books. What am I saying? No. Do these gloves affect your intelligence or something? Do you lose intelligence as you grow stronger, Fabian?
I don't recall it saying that, but...
No, I'm asking you personally. You seem buff. Have you ever felt that you grew dumber as you grew bigger?
Can't say I understand what you're talking about, Shrew.
I don't know. I'm a bit lightheaded. I need to sit down.
Perhaps we should search for something else by this Dingledick.
Yes, maybe about the hold. Let's search for the hold. Yes, let's do that. Dominic Dingledick's Icespire Peak. Hold. Discoveries. I don't know. We'll find the book. Don't worry.
So we kind of split up and start looking for... Maybe we go to the section, Dominic Dingledick section, and search there. His last book was quite good. It was quite useful, so let's see if he has anything on the Icespire Hold.
So after a little bit of time, Shrew finds a book entitled Dingledick Discovers Icespire Hold.
This is it. I found it, guys. Yes. Dingledick Discovers. This is what we need. All the answers shall be here. I'm sure of it.
Hey, this guy sounds like quite the explorer.
Yes.
Dragons, Axholm, Icespire Hold.
Yes.
Perhaps he has news of Durkfrum.
Maybe. You're right. It would be an honor to meet this person. Such a seasoned explorer. A great adventurer. Anyway,
I grabbed the book and I put it under my arm.
let's go and sit somewhere comfortable and I'll read what the book says. Let's see if we find any information.
So we want to head to a table. I imagine there's tables around, and sit down.
Yeah. As you open that first page, you realize that it's written almost like a diary entry.
Ooh,
It's written in the first perspective,
Right.
sort of recounting his travels there,
nice.
like a travel book.
Okay, let me start. The wind howled through the icy peaks as I trudged through the snow. My thick explorer's code barely keeping the chill at bay. I can almost hear the voice of Dominic seeping through these pages. As I embarked on a quest to unravel the mysteries of Icespire Hold, little did I know that this journey would lead me to the heart of danger and the brutal domain of the orcs. That's you, Murkup.
Icespire Hold loomed in the distance, a haunting silhouette against the white canvas of the mountainside. My heart quickened with anticipation as I approached the ancient stone fortress, unaware of the peril that awaited me within. The tales of the great warlord Delzendra Amzar and her tragic end only fueled my excitement for the adventure that surely lay ahead. As I pushed open the creaking gates, the icy wind whispered secrets of the past. The courtyard, blanketed in snow, revealed signs of decay and neglect. But my enthusiasm was unwavering, and I marched forward, oblivious to the danger that lurked in the shadows. The entrance hall greeted me with a cold draft. The distant echoes of my footsteps bounced off the icy walls. I marveled at the grandeur of the fortress, blissfully ignorant of the orcs that I would soon learn had now claimed as their own. My exploration took me through the dimly lit corridors, past crumbling statues, and into dusty chambers. It wasn't until I stumbled upon a hall filled with shattered remnants of armor and weapons that a sense of unease crept over me. Ignoring the foreboding signs, I pressed on, my curiosity leading me deeper into the heart of the fortress. After all, I fancied myself a brave adventurer. I am Dominic Dingledick, renowned explorer of the fantastical and seeker of the extraordinary. My first taste of trouble came in the form of a dilapidated bridge spanning a bottomless chasm. As I tiptoed across the precarious structure, the wood groaned beneath my weight. Just as I reached the other side, a misstep sent me tumbling into a pile of snow. Had the orcs seen me, laughter would surely have echoed through the empty halls, as I struggled to free myself from the icy embrace. Undeterred, I pressed forward, my journey taking me to a chamber filled with faded banners and tattered flags. It was then that I heard the distant grunts and growls, the unmistakable sounds of orcs, in the midst of their foul and sinister activities. Unaware of impending danger, I continued my exploration, blissfully ignorant of the imminent threat. My next misadventure unfolded in a dimly lit room, adorned with remnants of a long-forgotten banquet. As I marveled at the frozen feast before me, a hidden trapdoor gave way beneath my weight, sending me plummeting into a dark cellar. Bruised but undeterred, I picked myself up and dusted off my dignity. The orcs were still a distant menace, their presence growing stronger with each step I took. It wasn't until I entered a grand chamber adorned with the remnants of battle strategies and maps that the gravity of my situation sank in. The skeletons lay like forgotten memories on the cold stone floor, rusty swords and armor telling a tale of desperation and tragedy. I cautiously approached the slumped figure in the chair, the steel goblet between its legs, a chilling reminder of Delzendra Amzar and her soldiers' final moments. The room seemed to hold its breath as I surveyed the scene, my imagination conjuring the ghostly whispers of a bygone era. As I investigated further, my fingers grazed the surface of the sturdy oak table, the tiny wooden figures of soldiers beneath my touch. A shiver ran down my spine, not from the cold, but from the weight of history that surrounded me. It was then that I noticed a faint seam in the east wall, a hidden door waiting to be discovered, and the promise of secrets beyond. With a careful tug, I revealed a narrow staircase leading into the unknown depth below. The chill intensified as I descended, and I found myself in a desolate room, the word crypts chiseled into the lintel above each exit. Panic gripped me as the distant echoes of orcish war cries filled the air. I must have been discovered. In my desperation, I rushed towards the door opposite the staircase, stumbling headfirst into a tomb with unmarked stone caskets and an eerie stillness. The sound of my pounding heart drowned out the distant shouts of alarm as I frantically searched for an escape. It was then that I noticed some toboggans hidden in the shadows like forgotten relics. With a sense of urgency, I threw open a heavy-set stone door in the southern wall, revealing a ledge overlooking an icy mountain slope. The toboggans hinted at a daring escape route, a last-ditch effort to evade the orcs that I could hear above, closing in on my location. Without hesitation, I hopped onto one of the sleds and barreled down the slope, the wind whipping through my hair as I raced towards freedom. The orcs' angry shouts faded into the distance as I navigated the treacherous descent. My heart raced, a mix of fear and exhilaration coursing through my veins. The icy wind bit at my face as I hurtled down the mountainside, my fate uncertain until I reached the safety of the lower slopes. As I skidded to a stop, breathless and disheveled, I marveled at the luck that had guided me to the secret escape route. The fortress loomed behind me, its secrets and dangers left in my wake. With a wry smile, I mused that sometimes the best discoveries are made in the heat of desperation and the chill of uncertainty. And so, I, Dominic Dingledick, lived to explore another day and walked off into the snowy horizon, leaving behind a tale of laughter, danger, and the enduring spirit of exploration.
Oh, what a tale! What bravery! What bravado!
What clumsiness.
Well, yes, apart from that, but he's an explorer. Bona fide explorer.
He reminds me a bit of Norbus over here.
Yes.
Always setting off all traps.
Yes, yes. Similar to Norbus. Similar indeed. But I think we've learned a thing or two. Toboggans. Escape routes. They might come in handy when we're fighting the dragon. If we need to escape, that is. But we won't. We shall kill him.
Perhaps it's a way to get into the fortress unnoticed as well.
You think? Going down a hill on a toboggan?
Well, we'd have to go up a hill. Preferably not on a toboggan. Unless you want to pull us as a reindeer again.
We could do that. Yes, of course. I was getting to that, Fabian. Hold on. Into the fortress would be a much better use for that secret entrance than running away from the dragon. We could surprise it. Of course. Do you think we'll remember this, or should we maybe take the book with us?
I imagine you could add it to your library card.
Yes. Spiffy.
Vorpip.
Vorpip.
Yes, true.
Yes, can we take this book with us? I want to take it with me.
Of course, as long as you bring it back.
Of course.
I'll just look at it here on your library card.
Yes, please do.
What are we going to do for the rest of the day then? We've got a whole day.
Well, you're free to do whatever you please. There's not much to do here, admittedly, but we have a bit of time to ourselves before we head out to the final ascent up the mountain. Is there anything you had in mind, Murkub?
Oh, probably some more kip pie before we go off on an adventure up the mountain. Get some more food in my belly and, sharpen my weapons and just relax a bit. Suppose we don't really know if we're coming back down.
No.
I'd like to try and pray to Segojan, I guess. See if you can give me some answers about Caspus.
Yes, do tell us how that goes. It's very curious. What about you, Fabian?
Some rest would be good. My muscles are still aching from our exploits in Axum.
Us, dazzling?
Aye, we're going to stay here to look for some lore on Durakthrum. But I guess we'll be here until you return down from the mountain anyway.
Oh yes, of course. I wouldn't want you risking your lives for such a thing. If I do find any information about Durakthrum up there, I will most certainly bring it down with me.
Aye, excellent. What about you, Shrew? What are you going to do? And don't tell me you're going to go walking around bouncing your pecs.
The thought crossed my mind, I must admit. But no.
Perhaps you want to go check on your friend, the Thinkerer.
Yes, oh yes. She had quite a few inventions she was working on. Interesting things. Yes, well, I'll go and speak to her, and then probably I'll take a little time to myself and start devising a plan to defeat this dragon. Yes. You can expect a good one this time.
Hopefully it doesn't involve us splitting up again.
No, lessons have been learned, believe it or not.
And so Shrubberies go off on their separate ways for a change. As they go off to take some much-deserved downtime before making final preparations to ascend Icespire Peak with their new weapon, the ballista. I think that's a great place to end tonight's episode. We'll pick up next week with Shrew visiting Bryn to see where she is with her inventions. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode. Back to a unscripted roleplay one. Only one dice roll as well today. You actually rolled pretty high.
Yeah, well, I think I rolled a 3 once. I think it was...
Oh yeah, that was true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you burst out of your shirt.
Yeah. What would have happened if I rolled a 20?
You'd have been fine.
Oh, right. Okay, well, that was a good thing then.
You were still buff.
Yeah.
Anything less than a 10, I was going to say you burst out of your clothes.
Yeah, I could show off then.
It's going to be a bit chilly though.
Yeah,
with
well,
your bare chest going up the mountain.
I'll get it knitted or something. No worries. Sewn, whatever. We were saying before that when we finally have to fight again, we're going to forget all the mechanics.
Yeah, it's been weeks now, hasn't it?
Yeah, probably. But anyway, that's been good. Good to get back to the improvisation role-playing bit.
And you've learned some new valuable information.
Yeah. on a secret entrance or exit. Depends. Going down the hill on a toboggan sounds quite fun, to be honest. So hopefully, when we kill the dragon, we can go down that way.
Well, yeah, that's the end of today's episode. Make sure you visit www.i2td.com, where you'll find links to all our good stuff, including our Buy Me a Coffee page, where you can purchase one-off items or potions, and they will appear in-game. It's an opportunity for you to be a part of the stories we tell and shape the adventures we play. Whilst you're also on our Buy Me a Coffee page, why not consider becoming a member, where in exchange for your generous membership, you can get access to some goodies, some behind-the-scenes, and in particular, some bonus little podcast episodes where we reflect on the sessions that we play and give you a bit of an insight as to what's going on at Into the Studio.
And if you can't become a member or donate, or you wish not to, don't worry. You can still help us out by liking our stuff, following us on all our social media, rating our podcast in your podcast player of choice, and maybe consider joining Discord, where you'll find us and where you can talk to us daily. We hang around Discord usually. So yeah, thank you very much if you do any of those too. And that now leads us on to the end of the episode club, The Last Ones Standing, where we give you a password. You use said password as a comment. You try to make it witty, or you try to make it funny, or you try to make a cool comment, whatever it is. And then we decide on a winner, and that winner becomes El Guillo Mas Bradar for the week. If you join our Discord, you'll have the title there, and we'll put up your winning comment on a little channel that we have for prosperity. Do you have this week's password, Nick? Oh, by the way, and just whilst you think about the password, the whole point of this, though, is so that we know who are the true Guillo Mas Bradars, the true heroes, the true lost ones standings, those of you that stay till the very end of the episode. For that, you have a special place in our hearts. You got the password? No? I'll carry on then. Nah, you got nothing else.
Yes, today's password is impeccable.
Alright, yes.
Clear nod there to Shrew's new physique.
Yeah, his bouncy pecs, they're impeccable.
Before we head off today, you may have heard a brand new voice on the podcast, that of our good friend Bardock Germs, the official first guest in our studio, or rather, my laundry room at home, who very kindly lent his voice to Dominic Dingledick, as Shrew heard the voice almost come to him from the pages. Bardock's a great friend of ours, and it's been an absolute pleasure to have him here in the studio. Please make sure to check out his Twitter page, or X as it's called now, and follow his links to his art and YouTube channel, The Knights of the Nexus.
Well, that's that. Without further ado, we bid you farewell. Thank you very much for listening and stay until the very end. We hope to catch you next time as we delve
Into the dungeon. You're sure sounding mighty confident, Shrew.
Oh ja, cool.
Drop shot.
You're sure sounding mighty confident.
Usually those... Don't you mean bats?
Bats, what are those?
Murgub also has a +4.
Alright. Didn't Power Shrew coming your way, lifting weights with his Sorry. Sorry. Thing is, it costs
Oh.
Imagina baw con la voz.
Ok, gang. No sé por qué estoy hablando así, tío. El buffness se me han picado, tío. Dominic Dingledick's Hold. Spire Peak Hold. Sé que estoy diciendo que soy yo que estoy llegando.
What are we going to do for the rest of the mate then?
As I pushed open. telling a tale of desperation and tragedy.